नित्यं ध्यायन्ति योगिनः.
Hello dear, today we are going to discuss on social cultural aspects and educational perspective of Agariya tribal community who reside on the Arabian seashore of the Kutch district in Gujarat. Agariya, a name that was derived from Hindu god Agni. It is specifically known that the tribal demon was born in flame Agariya shore. From there, their descent are famous as Agariyas.
Agariya is the smallest tribal group in Gujarat. They reside in Kutch district and other places like Matra, Mandvi, Drab, Mundra and Rajkot. Their total population is around 12,000. Agariya population is slowly decreasing and they come under the category of vanishing tribal groups in India.
Formerly, they were known as iron smelters, but their profession rapidly declined when the import of English steel in India was promoted during the 20th century. It is believed that they were originally a Dravidian-speaking branch of the Gond tribe. As a separate group, they differentiated themselves from others by owning their profession, iron smelters.
Nowadays, they are considered as the traditional salt-making groups in Little Run of Kutch. The Run of Kutch is a seasonal salt marsh in the Thar Desert near Arabian Sea in the Kutch district of Gujarat. It is recorded that this world's largest salt desert is expanded, covering an area of 7,505.22 square kilometers.
Salt farming is the main occupation of Agariyas. They think that salt is the gift of Mother Earth, but unfortunately Agariyas not having their own land, and as the salt farming laborers they work under landlords. From October to June every year, Agariyas work a long time under a scorching sun to extract up to 76% of salt out of the total salt production of the country.
They prepare salt farm by leveling soil, cleaning and making an almost 2 feet high boundary wall. They cyclically hold water in different ways and produce salt 2 times every month. At the time of full moon, Run of Kutch is flooded by seawater, which they hold for salt farming. They also use heavy pump set to bring saline seawater. Moreover, they dig wells and use pump sets to lift saline groundwater and fill the farming fields.
Temperature from 21 to 24 degrees Celsius of saline water is very much suitable for salt farming. Seawater is having near 4 degrees Celsius where temperature variation of groundwater is recorded from 14 to 16 degrees Celsius, which is preferably for salt farming. They depend on natural evaporation to create white crystals on land from saline water.
The process of salt farming reveals that once the first layer of salt is formed, it is scraped with wooden rake known as gantaras. Salt farmers are found to rake the salt constantly in order to develop smaller crystals. Every 15 days, they collect 12 to 15 tons of crystals from each salt pan and peel them up on the side of pans for loading on the truck. It is also known that they use to sell rupees 900 per quintal crystal salt.
After every 5 years, they also sneeze gypsums as a side product from salt fields where groundwater is used for salt farming. Gypsum is used in cement factory. Plaster of Paris also made side by side. The cost of gypsum is almost rupees 400 per quintal.
In salt farming area, many Agariyas use pavanchakki. It is a windmill-like structure that converts wind power into rotational energy through its blades. It is used to operate a pump set for storing water. They also use solar energy, but electric power is used largely for salt cultivation.
In order to earn livelihood, women and children of Agarias also work in local salt plants where they engaged in packing work. They also engage in charcoal production, agricultural labor, cattle farming, poultry farming, fishing, etc. As a reason of salty soil, agriculture is hardly accomplished there and they produced cotton, jowar, bajra, jeera, groundnut, pulses, etc.
During salt farming works, they temporarily build small huts using scrap of tarpaulin sheets, galvanized iron sheets and jute bags with bamboo frameworks. But due to rainstorms, huts built previously are brushed away. As a reason, they are to do afresh their huts in each season.
Agaria huts are not having any attached bathrooms and toilets. Particularly, Agaria women face difficulties for open affection which hampered their privacy. They mostly received water from nearby water bodies. They also use well for water. Nowadays, Hitrashak Munch organization and government agencies supply water and they store it in an underground individual tank for use.
They use electricity or pavanchakki or solar power or diesel generators for pumping salt water and lighting purpose. Better roads are found there, but the transportation service is not satisfactory. Schools and general store are scarcely found, but market, primary health care center, banking, etc. are not available. The mobile medical van visits the villages for health campaign, checkup, etc.
Agarias usually from nuclear families while joint families are rarely existed there. Habitually, after marriage, son live separately with wife and offspring. They follow patriarchal system. The eldest male member is considered as a head of family.
Hindu Agariyas mostly belong to the Chunwalia Koli subgroups. They are familiar as an endogamous community with several attacks or clans like Bethraj, DEGSN, Garchania, etc. While Miana and Sindhi belong to Muslim Agariya groups. They follow clan exogamy.
Agaria people are connected by both consanguineal and affinal kinship relations. They call Papa to father and Mummy to mother. Normally, wives avoid calling the name of their husbands. Calling the name of elder brothers of husband is strictly prohibited among them.
There are many social cultural issues related to their childbirth. During pregnancy, new cloth and milk are given to the woman. As per their customs, mother or mother-in-law attends the delivery. After delivery, mother observes impurity during 5 days. Every day in evening, they perform folk song and dance and pray for better health and longevity of newborn.
Agarius follows 16 years marriageable age for boys and 14 years age of girls. They practice monogamy, both Hindu and Muslims. Agarius follow clansogamy. Hindu Agarians also prohibited to conduct cross-cousin marriages. They prefer dowry culture and divorce is permissible with the all consent.
Due to work in salt farm, their feet are injured frequently and salt is absorbed in it. After death, Agariyas cremate the dead body, but feet of dead person are separately burnt with extra heat. They also bury dead body when death is accomplished by infectious, violence, etc. In October, they offer water to the deceased soul. Muslim Agariyas always bury the dead body.
Agarias belong to a particular society and properties are inherited through male line. Daughter is not entitled, shares father's property. Sometimes claim of daughter is considered as a right, whereas sometimes it treated as an illegal matter. In absence of son, properties of a deceased father are given to nephew.
Agariya women are mostly literate and their role in decision making is nullified. They spend their life near the salt pan while accomplishing housekeeping and childcare activities. They also participate in charcoal making or salt picking. They are too tolerant gender discrimination. They suffer from health complications and domestic violence.
Agarias use Kutchi dialect, whereas many of them speak in Gujarati and sometimes in Hindi. They write in Gujarati. Kutchi is a new Indo-Aryan language derived from Prakrit. The Prakrit is considered as the group of vernacular Middle Indo-Aryan language used in India from 3rd century BCE.
Traditional food of Agariya is bajra roti. They consume it with garlic chutney. They are non-vegetarian and consume egg, seafood, chicken, mutton, etc. Alcoholic drink and tobacco consumption are prevalent there. Food intake of Agariya is lacking proper nutrition and they are found to be malnourished in large extent.
Dresses of Agariya are very simple. Men put on a small dhoti and kurta, while women wear sari, blouse, ghagara and choli. Nowadays, Agariya men wear a pant, a shirt, while women wear salwar suit. Their traditional ornaments are well known as kandora, matha tikha, bajuband, kil, etc. Sometimes a man also wear finger ring, necklace, etc.
Their traditional implements are known as dantala and fatya or rex, pavdo, pavdi, kodari or spades, etc., which are mostly used in salt fields. Agariya do not make any utensils. They use very simple utensils like hearth, fry pan, glass, dish, bucket, pitcher, etc., which are purchased from their markets.
During religious and seasonal harvest festivals, they perform traditional dances, namely Garba and Dandiya. Navratri festival is very famous. They also perform Manjira, Doli, Titodi, Ashwa, Tippani, Masari, Nritya, etc. with Sharnai, Nagara, Manjira, Ghagar and Dholak musical instruments. They enjoy Madira, Kotuloka and Kundir music.
Earlier, Agariyas were prized by their traditional arts and craft like metal fabricating, beading, weaving, stitching, drawing, painting and bamboo works. Presently, blacksmith and beading are totally abandoned. Drawing on courtyard and house wall are still found. They prepare toys, cup, glass, wooden mask, fishing trap and nets.
They participate in Mekan, Sitla Mata, Hajipur Jasal Tod and Nag Panchami fairs at different times. They celebrate the Satam Atham festival and Ran Utsav or Kutch festival. This festival comprises cultural activities, food, fest, handloom, and handicraft exhibitions, wildlife, etc. They also celebrate Diwali and Eid.
Existence of youth dormitory is not found in any Agariya village. Agariya men, women and children are busy for salt farming. When salt farming works are over, they used to gather in the community hall or playground of village school or in open space and discuss economic and socio-cultural issues.
Agariyas worship various Hindu god and goddess like Dashama, Rani Kama, Rajbaima and Todariya for overall well-being. As a family god, they worship Dulha Diyu by offspring gods, falls, coconuts, etc. Under their traditional regions, head Bhuwa, all worship is performed. Agariyas believed in noble and evil spirit and they harm children and pregnant women. Muslims, Agariyas pray to Allah and read Holy Quran.
Due to inhabit in harsh condition, they frequently suffer from severe diseases, malnutrition, anemia, skin disease and vitamin deficiency are prevalent among them. Immunization and parental and child disease checkups are done by mobile medical van. Government agencies and NGOs occasionally visit these salt farming areas to investigate their problems.
Traditional political organization is almost nil. Some of prosperous Agariyas working as makaradams or secretaries in cooperative society look after the overall activities of salt making communities. They make proper connection with all salt workers. They sometimes put up their strong voice for their welfare.
Literacy rate among Agariyas is 60.8%, which is lower than national literacy rate. Some NGOs such as Gantar and Seva and government agencies are doing significant effort to make education more accessible to the children of salt workers. They have established alternative learning school and child care centers.
Formerly, schools in Kutch were known as Ranshala, but presently formal schools are functionalized there. Schools established in Kutch areas are found to have basic facilities like electric connection, drinking water and toilet facilities. A book library and first aid are available in every school. Mobile medical health checkup is accomplished occasionally.
ICT facility is not available, but there is found only one computer system used for official work like maintaining records of students and teachers, midday meal, distribution of material under different scheme, etc. Teacher in classrooms sometimes use smart mobile phone for teaching learning purpose.
Due to distant location, some of the parents do not agree to send their children to school. Even they are not ready to free their children from their daily activities. Therefore, the dropout of children is sometimes increased. It is also informed that dropout rate of girls is very high because of the cultural restraints, household work, seasonal migration, etc.
All teachers are working permanently, but their number are not sufficient as per RTE Act. Their medium of classroom transaction is mostly Kutchi dialect. They use discussion method, textbook and improvise teaching material like chart, map, models, globe, etc. In classroom teaching, they also organize group activities and use local art and craft, folk songs, folk tales, local games, etc. to promote learning.
SMC members take initiative for monitoring various activities such as punctuality and regularity of students and teachers in schools, completion of curriculum within time frame, rules of the disengagement of teachers in private tuition, organization of meeting with parents, etc. They also play active role in school infrastructure's development.
Parent-teacher meeting is organized only once in a month. Sometimes information is not reached or sometimes parents are not enabled to attend the meeting due to their busy schedule. But some parents inquire day-to-day school activities of their children, and whenever they attend PTM, they discuss educational performance of their children.
Therefore, it may be said that most of the Agariyas are illiterate and they are still following their socio-cultural orthodox. Salt farming is their traditional occupation. Agariyas in all ages from child to adult and from adult to man and male to female are engaged to extract salt. Salt is very important ingredient and as a magnificent profession. They extract salt which is supplied for millions of people.
Prepare tasty food item consisting of perfect quantity of salt because a delicious meal needs pepper and salt. But if they dominate, the meal is ruined.